and MeetYourMakers win.
Thank you very much, Pyra. We're here with MeetYourMakers coach Yamato Cannon and their newest addition, the support Noxiac. Congratulations, guys. Still in the race. And Noxiac, well, I want to talk to you up front because you said in the beginning video, I am going to save MYM. You guys are now 1 win behind preseason favorites Elements and Roccat. Can you explain to me, what do you see as saving MYM?
Like, first of all, when I joined MAM, I think they were in a pretty bad position, and I just wanted to make sure they are not auto-relegated. But slowly, I think we can maybe even deny the relegations. I think we can have a shot.
Yeah, well, absolutely great game here for you. What was your reaction when you saw that Leona coming out as the very first ban from Gambit, and did you expect it?
That was pretty funny, but I'm usually not a really Leona player. Like, I used to play in solo queue different champs, not Leona. So I was pretty surprised. Since my first performance was okay, I guess, they focused me.
Yeah, pretty good, I would say. Yamato, how much of your team comp was inspired by 5.5?
I think the only portion that was really inspired by was just the Olaf pick. I think he really shines with the Cinderhawk item, and other than that, I just think Kog'Maw in general is really, really strong when Leona is banned, and we know that Gambit's not going to pick Annie.
Yeah, and it was a mean Nami coming out of Noxiac as well.
So you were not afraid to pick Kog'Maw into this type comp? Like, of course, when you picked Kog'Maw, it wasn't really certain what kind of a comp the enemies were going for, but you were not afraid anyway in case they would pick like this kind of Kennen, Diana, and Hecarim, even though it did go well for you. But
like, I would say that comp-wise, I felt in a team fight straight on they should win, but I think our lanes were stronger primarily, and that would just set up for the Drakes, and I think the Drakes was what got us the game in the end.
Yeah, and you guys also were ahead earlier in the game than you should be, I should say, with your comp, because there were some really strange build paths coming out, especially on the side from Diamond. Signed, what did you make of the Hecarim into Stalkers, then not going for the Cinderhulk enchantment, going for Triforce first, and it was just really odd.
yeah, I have no idea what Diamond was thinking. Like, I thought at first that he was going for some genius tactic, like, okay, he's gonna go Triforce and then he's gonna get the Cinderhulk a bit later when he already gets like the benefit of the bonus HP. But then he went like Triforce into Warrior. It was really weird, and you could see it in his score. And on the other hand, Horo was just building brilliantly. He went for full HP when he was facing full mixed damage team. It's like, normally when you are a tank and you are facing an AP, AD damage team, you are like, what can I build because I will get destroyed? But he just stacked HP and it went perfectly.
Yeah, it did went perfectly. We're going to pull up a replay of Olaf totally man-moding and going into the enemy team and actually showing how Gambit was uncoordinated, Laurie.
Yeah, here Horo knows that he can just go in really ham because he's just so tanky, and here Gambit just digs their own grave. Kennen's TP is way too late. Like, anything could have happened this fight if the TP was 5 to 10 seconds earlier, but the coordination just wasn't there, and now Cover Shard suicides 1v4, so they kind of dug their own grave.
Yeah, it really was resemblant of what Gambit was doing at IEM, just being uncoordinated in the team fights as well, but not taking anything away from you guys, still in the race. Fantastic. Did you guys at any point in the game tab rather and see how he was building Diamond and know that you guys would hit your power spikes earlier and communicate that?
Yeah, we just thought it's pretty weird to go Trinity first, since he's the only really engaged in front line of them. So he can engage as well, but he's not really tanky. He has Sonias, but he will die after. So I think it would be better if he went more tanky and more reliable engage like that.
Well, good on you guys. You guys close it out here. Now, tomorrow you guys are up against H2K, another team that had a wonderful substitution and is in the support lane and has since then been on an absolute tear. Noxiac, how are you looking forward to that matchup?
I think I really like Kazing as a player. I played a lot of solo queue against him. I think he's really good mechanically, and I'm lucky to face him next.
It's going to be a good matchup. Yamato, what does this tell you? Is this the MYM you knew that they had in them?
Like, personally, I don't look at the past. I don't even look into the future. I take every step by step, and this is a big step closer to what we want to achieve in the end of the split.
Definitely is. Congratulations, guys. Very nice. Now, coming up next, Roccat will face Fnatic as they look to pull ahead of Elements in the fight to lock in a spot in the summer split. But before we go, let's look at a real Cinderella story, a familiar face's journey from Pelsa to professional shoutcaster.